When I was first asked to give my testimony, I wondered what I would talk about, what I would testify about. But very quickly, the Holy Spirit gave me this question. And the question is, how big is your God? I was saved when I was 13 years old at Two Rivers Baptist Church. My father and I were under conviction the exact same time. He actually went out one end of the pew and I went out the other. And we were saved on the same day. To be baptized about 3 weeks later on Easter Sunday. I knew that my salvation experience was real. There was no doubt about that. And I trusted God. There was something missing in my life, though. As years went by, I floundered a little bit. I didn't get into drugs or into any kind of trouble like that, but my life felt like, well, there was something missing. I still prayed, not as much as I should have, and I occasionally went to church, occasionally read my Bible. But I trusted God. Like I said, I trusted Him with my salvation. I trusted Him with welfare and protection of myself and my family, and with my finances, my job, stuff like that. But I didn't trust Him with daily decisions. Those were my decisions. I made those. I've come to realize that the reason that I did not trust Him with my daily decisions was I was afraid. I was afraid that if I'm not in control, what will God ask of me? What will He have me do? What if He asked me to go be a missionary in Africa? Or go to the youth department as a leader? Well, many years later, God brought me this wonderful lady, Betty, into my life. And we've been together 30 years now, married 27. And there was a time that we were going through some sort of trial. I can't remember what we were going through at the time, but God told her, Betty, trust me. Trust me. Well, that haunted me. Trust me. Well, I trust you, God. I pray to you. I believe you. But I really didn't trust Him with my entire life. So I submitted. I told Him, Lord, whatever you want of me, I'm yours. That's when my life started to change. That's when whatever was missing in me started to go away. The desires of my heart were the desires of most of our hearts, I guess, wealth, prosperity, long life, good family. The desires of my heart started to wane, and His desires started to rise up in me. It's not about what you have. It's not about who you are. It's not about your title. I was a manager for half my life. It's not about me. He told me, Brian, it's not about you. It's about them. Most of the people you meet are lost and doomed. You're to show them my love. Don't be afraid. I was driven by fear. And God, in His awesomeness and His ultimate wisdom, places into my life every single day at least 1 to 3 people that I can show the love of Jesus to. And it's not always talking about my salvation experience or you need Jesus type talk. Sometimes it's just a kind word, an encouraging word, because they know I'm a Christian. Well, in God's wisdom, I'm also now a leader of middle school boys and my Sunday school teacher, as a Sunday school teacher. I have been for 10 years. And these boys do not leave my classroom without a hug. I'm showing them the love of Jesus. I'm doing my best. And sometimes a new kid will come in there and he'll be kind of like this when I'm first hugging him. And with a short period of time, he's hugging me. I love you, Mr. Brian. It's one of the most rewarding experiences of my life that I never would have experienced without totally trusting God. He's also given me a wonderful family, a wonderful church family, friends. He's given me the desires of His heart. And His heart's desires are now my heart's desires. And whatever was missing is no longer missing in my life. So the question, how big is your God? Well, I'll answer that by saying, we truly do serve an awesome God. My name's Brian McGlaughn, and that is my story.